It's Brittany and Nikki, bitch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Level up, level up, level up, level up, level up. If you weren't here last time for episode 1, we fulfilled the Gemini urge to start a podcast, right? So here we are, episode 2.
Episode 2, baby.
And so, yeah, my name is Brittany Valentine. My full name is Brittany Lee Valentine. And if you look at that name, you take B, and then Lee, and then V, and you sound it out, right? It's believe.
Oh my fucking god.
I know.
Wait, that's like Brit's merch that she's gonna have, guys. Stay tuned.
Yeah, my dad was the one who pointed that out to me. He was like, believe. And I was like, oh my god. Okay, so anyway, I'm Recovery Spirit on Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. And on 2 of those platforms, I'm decently popular, about to be more popular. And like, not like in a bragging way, just in a way that like I've built really deep connections with a large amount of people through mental health advocacy and just like honestly talking to people all the time.
Yeah.
They're like, how do you have such a large following? I'm like, I follow a lot of people back. They're like my friends.
You guys, Brit got like a shout out from a big celebrity on her Instagram. Like, this guy.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Okay. So people might not know him by the name.
So we don't have to say the name, say the movie.
But he is an actor from Black Panther.
That's all we gotta say.
And that's all I'm gonna say, but he follows me. And I didn't even know that he was following me. Until I just noticed it one day and I messaged him and I was like, hello? Like, you follow me? And not only that, like, we've literally had conversations here and there. Like, when you know Chadwick Boseman died, I kind of was like, hey, I'm sending you love, blah, 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 and he knew what that meant.
Yeah.
And then not only did we, like, follow each other and talk to each other, he reposted one of my videos in his story and, like, wrote a little message about it.
Because her page is the vibe, you guys.
And it was so funny because, like, I would post videos of me doing my little, like, kind of intimate healing journey. I was crying, and then I would say positive things to myself into the phone as if it's a mirror, and then sometimes, if I felt safe enough to do so, because I get very vulnerable on Twitter and Instagram sometimes. It's for the people.
Yes.
You know? And he reposted it in his story. I was like, get the flip out of here.
Isn't it crazy?
Are you kidding?
Like, he knows what he sees. He sees.
And it's like, there's no other, like, motive for him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing anything for his brand, for his money, for anything. And he felt a connection with me. Like, what?
You helped him so much that he wanted to use that video to help other people.
To help other people.
That's why, guys, like, these videos, like them, share them, post them on your Instagram stories if you guys like listening in. And like, the more you guys tell people about us, that's how we spread the energy that is gonna heal.
Vibes.
Yes, you spread the good vibes.
And you know what? I wanna like say we're not just good vibes only. We accept all the vibes because we're alchemists. We can take anger, sadness.
Big word she just used. That big word she just used
Alchemy.
over here.
Yeah, it's like
because
I feel like there's that weird toxicity around like good vibes only.
Oh yes, you guys, we are not delusional in the way of like not seeing problems, but we are in the way of like, you know,
looking at them from different perspectives.
Yes, and we will get into certain things that are like more spiritual on our Patreon, but we're making sure that we come into this so that you guys don't feel like intimidated. Like, if you're not a spiritual person yet, like, don't feel like you can't listen to us.
And you don't even have to be.
You don't even have to be.
We really just want to spread like the message of loving yourself.
Yes.
Just honestly spread the value of feeling good as often as you can.
Because life is supposed to feel good.
Because feeling good, man, I'm telling you, it opens up doors that you didn't think the door was even there.
And you can think more clearly. Like, you don't get to think, oh my gosh, let me introduce myself. Y'all about to hear all this stuff I gotta share. Do you know who y'all listening to? It's Nikki Silvera. XOXO is my social media handles, and I'm a YouTuber, fashionista over here, and I'm trying to break into more editorial fashion type of like photos on my Instagram feed. You guys, I'm just into law of attraction, manifestation, spreading that positive energy. I'm starting a web series that you're gonna see more of me, Britt, everyone around us, like actually reaching their goals and accomplishing the dreams they have, and you're gonna be inspired AF, because if you're watching us do it and we're no different from you, like you can do it.
And also speaking of that, us being no different than you, you'll find out a little bit more about our backgrounds and our struggles, trials and tribulations, even the ones leading up to this very day. So yeah, let's get into how do we manifest and how do we do so through music?
Through music, like music. So Brent, like take it away. She's gonna start us off over here.
So this is my nerd side coming out a little bit because I know a teensy little bit about neuroscience, right? So why is music so powerful, right? Why are we able to memorize song lyrics so much better than anything else? Why does it have such a power over our mood? Have you ever heard a song and then it takes you back to like a certain memory that you either love or hate? You know, it has that power of memory, and it has the power of emotion, right? And it has the power to influence our thoughts and our feelings and our behaviors. So that's because of the subconscious mind, which if our conscious mind, it goes to sleep every day for about 6 to 7 to 8 to 9 hours, whatever. If that goes to sleep, your subconscious mind is always tuned in, tapped in, turned on. It's always listening. So like, basically, all right, I'm gonna just read a little bit. It does control all of our vital functions and processes. So the fact that you don't have to think about digestion, blinking, breathing, swallowing, little things like that when you drive for a couple hours on the highway and you get to where your destination is and then you forget most of the drive. It's because your subconscious mind took over. You don't really remember it. You were just doing it on autopilot. Subconscious mind does not have a sense of humor. It doesn't really differentiate between like jokes and seriousness and sarcasm. So when you're telling yourself that you're a broke ass ugly bitch all day, it's saying, oh, bet. So I'm gonna give you more things that prove to you that you don't have money, that you're not pretty, you don't have a good body, and that you're mean or whatever, right? So it's based in the present, which is why when you do your affirmations, it's not like I will or I'm going to. It's like I am, I have, I can, I see, I'm feeling, I'm grateful for. Yeah, and the subconscious mind believes everything you say without question. The most powerful times to try to reprogram it are as soon as you wake up in the morning and as soon as you go to sleep. Or anytime you're really in a relaxed state where your conscious mind isn't doing too much work, you know? So these are creative visualization, repeating affirmations, talking about your dreams in the present tense.
Yes.
Writing them down, like scripting a day in the life, things like that, meditation, and then manifesting through music, and especially listening to things in your sleep. Take a nap and listen to, well, we'll get more into those things, but music during the day.
That's why it's so important, like what you listen to, what you consume. Like guys, now I'm just gonna like touch on certain things, but we'll go into more detail. I know you can know what I'm about to talk about right now, Britt, but you know, with what you watch, what you're seeing, you're literally being like not hypnotized, but it's affecting you more than you think. It's not just like you turn something on, you don't think much of it. Like you should be very conscious about like what you're
It's like a mental diet. Almost.
A mental diet. And yeah, so we'll get into that more, but yeah, so music is just like that too. And
I mean, if you think about it, there's a reason they call it television programming.
Yes! Oh my god! Oh my god, who named it that? Who did that?
I don't know.
But they fucking knew and they didn't want to tell us what they were trying to have us watch.
Yeah.
That's why you guys like, so one of the things that we love to talk about is the fact that news, the way that is typically like broadcast, it needs to change. Because the way that you can get the world to be a better place is not to scare them all day. Hope can make people transform their lives. Like that's why like sick people can heal themselves when they have hope. Your body is generating a different type of energy. So with news, it should be like 50% the news that we need to be informed with, because yes, we can't be delusional to like things that are happening in our environment.
Right.
But let's end the note off on things that happened that were good.
Yeah, and you know what, I didn't want to offend anybody with like the healing of the sick thing, you know, because you're still entitled to their own opinions.
Yes.
And we're not invalidating anyone's experience, anyone that is chronically sick or ill. But at least for my mom, she experienced what could have been a terminal illness, but it wasn't. And actually her surgeon wrote this book called The Healing Consciousness Foundation. So she is a full-time, like she's a scientist, she's a doctor, she's a surgeon, and she gave all of her patients rose quartz crystals to heal their heart. She has this whole foundation where the women who went through the surgeries, the women who experienced, the people who experienced this illness and survived, they were in a fashion show. She has people teach them yoga and Zumba and all sorts of things that help them actually heal like themselves spiritually. So when I say things like that, like about healing, it's like maybe it's not a full healing, but it's like when your body is together, or when your mind is together, or when your spirit is together, the rest of your three-dimensional being follows. You know what I mean? And you know what else is a huge part of that?
What?
Music.
Music.
And it's been proven like listening to music before surgery helps with things like that.
Of course it does.
Calm down. I wrote a research paper on that.
Of course you did.
Of course I did. Because
Girl.
my mom used to listen to music before undergoing things. So music, guys.
Okay.
It's not just for fun. You can use it like with intention.
What I want to get into right now is just sharing with you guys the different manifestation techniques that I use regarding music and like ways that you can manifest. Let's talk about frequencies. Let's talk about this. So if you ever like hung out around me, you would hear high frequency music playing all throughout the day. Like it would be like.
So what does high frequency music mean?
Girl, high frequency music. Like go into YouTube.
They're like the solfeggio frequencies. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't know, but there's just so
That's
many
what it's
different
called.
frequencies.
Like for instance, like 528 hertz. I think it's
I feel like I saw something like that.
HZ. I don't know if it's pronounced hertz, but it's like there's 432 and like 888. That's like the sound of abundance.
Oh yeah,
supposedly.
Yes, because there's some that'll be like self-love frequencies like to raise your vibration.
Just literally type in high frequency music. It's really good to meditate to. Really good to even just clean the apartment to.
Yes.
You can do your own research into it, but yeah, it's very good for the body, for the soul, etc., etc. Look into it.
Exactly. And really, once you start, like, you would keep up with it because as you're doing it, you can feel your body, like, whatever they're trying to, like, have you achieve with that frequency, it fucking works. If it's, like, something to make you feel, like, worthy, that should be making you feel worthy. Like, how do you know how to channel that?
And then sometimes I'll play it on YouTube on the TV, and it'll sometimes have affirmations that go with it so that you can, like, read them or say them when you're watching it.
Yes. And so I love listening to that, like every morning before I start my day. Like I love to start my showers with like some kind of music that makes me feel empowered. And you know, Ariana Grande, Doja Cat, like they all just love tunes that make you feel like you are that bitch. And so like I listen to that when I'm taking showers, especially like Ariana Grande, 7 Rings. Also, if you guys didn't know who helps Ariana Grande write a lot of her songs, her name's like, I think is Victoria Monet or something.
Yes.
And her songs are so empowering too. And
they did a collaboration together.
And guess what? Both their voices are so soft spoken. I'm like, of course y'all friends. And then Ariana Grande had her open up for her like during tour. Like she is the kind of artist that doesn't have their ghostwriters not get recognition.
Exactly. I love that. I love that. Because most of the time we never actually find out who all these popular artists get their real song, like the lyrics and the composition from. Yeah, exactly.
And don't you love the kind of girls who like want everyone else to do well too?
Yes.
I have another
Everyone who listens to this right now shall prosper.
Yes.
You're welcome. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
You got the job. Congratulations. You got the apartment. Congratulations. You're pregnant. Whatever you want.
Oh my God, congratulations, you're not pregnant.
Congratulations, you're not pregnant.
Congratulations, you got your day that you've been looking for.
Congratulations, we have bodily autonomy in America.
Girl. I mean, because we know stuff that still goes on right now.
Hell.
You have to talk about it and...
Yikes.
I have another technique I want to share, but do you want to get into something that I can share?
So you know what? Yeah, so I'll share some of these songs you can use that aren't maybe popular, but I found on TikTok and such.
Oh, hell yes.
And some of my quote-unquote guilty pleasures.
I want to hear those guilty pleasures.
So we'll jump right into the guilty pleasures. Even though truly, honestly, as an authentic human being, I don't believe in guilty pleasures.
Oh yeah.
I just think these are some of my silly, goofy ones. You know? Okay, so one of them is where is
You're just
it?
in a silly, goofy mood.
I'm just in a silly, goofy mood. So this one is from the original Legally Blonde movie.
Yeah.
It's called Watch Me Shine. It's very like main character energy, and it's like, but you don't think I can make it. And it's like she's on the elliptical and she's like studying at law school. Like it's that song.
Yes.
This one is from the show Schitt's Creek.
Oh, I didn't. I that, but I always heard about it.
It's so good. It's hilarious. So there's this main character, Alexis. And she's like, you know the premise of it, like they were filthy rich, and then they had to be like really poor because, because like the guy mishandled their money, and now they have like no assets. So she's like real Libra energy, like shopping, like it's all about herself, like blah blah blah. And she has this song that she creates. It's called A Little Bit Alexis. And she's like, I'm a Lamborghini, I'm a cute huge yacht.
Yes.
I'm a little bit single, even when I'm not. And it's just like so dumb but so catchy, and it's literally just being like, yeah, I'm a luxury. Like that's what she's saying.
We are.
And I'm like, I'm a little bit Alexis.
Get into it.
Okay, this is another TV show song. Alright, why are all the best songs like from fictional movies and shows?
Because it's like sometimes you gotta remember that like we're supposed to be dreaming of ourselves in a way that we're not currently. Like that's how you create. That's how you become the person that you were meant to be.
Alright, ready? This is another TV show. This is from an episode of Black Mirror, the one with Miley Cyrus in it.
Love it.
And it's called I'm on a Roll. And she's just like, I'm on a roll, achieving my goals. Like it's so corny, but I live life in the Cobb, baby. Like I don't care.
No, listen, guys, and also Britt is really into music, so she's gonna make the playlist for us.
Yeah, so there's gonna be a playlist for each episode on like my personal Spotify. They'll be in the show notes. This one is literally gonna have all the above songs, like and more. So
that kind of stuff, when you have that in your subconscious, you can play that in your mind. You can like sing those tunes, and you'd much rather like say something nice to yourself like randomly by accident than like saying,
because like think about how songs get stuck in your head. Wouldn't you rather have that stuck in your head?
Yes.
About how you always are making money?
Oh my gosh, I love the TikTok one that's like, money comes to me easily.
Money comes to me fast. Money loves my company. When money comes, it lasts.
Maybe we said that we met in person
we
the first
did.
time.
We did.
Yes.
Alright, I have more, but like you can go and talk about your other techniques.
Oh yes, let me tell you about this technique that is super helpful. And it's super helpful with like helping you feel like the main character.